Hello friends, this is ObeliskLPs, and I am going to be recording Far Cry 2. Yes, Far Cry 2, that ever-so-famous game set in Africa. Now, I don't know how well this is going to go because I've only ever played a little tiny bit of Far Cry 2. But I do know that I just positively adored it. And I think I'm gonna play as Josip Idromeno. I butchered that name. I made it sound Italian when it's probably Russian. But anyways, tis the cost of being of not speaking that language. Tis the cost. So anyways, I haven't been uploading much recently because I haven't had much that I wanted to upload. I was trying to do GTA Advance, but it just didn't really work out for me. I'd play it, and then I'd die, and I'd get all frustrated, and I wouldn't want to record anymore. And I'd play it, and I'd die, and I'd get all frustrated, and so on. And it was a vicious cycle. So I decided I'd do Far Cry 2. Because at least when I die in Far Cry 2, I want to keep on trying. And I especially like getting to snipe people in Far Cry 2. It's my favorite part. Sorry for that little bump there. I had to talk to someone, and I didn't want it to be recorded.
So you're going to a hotel?
So anyways, what was happening last is I was stuck.
There's only one hotel.
Hello, Cadno. I was stuck riding a Jeep and trying to adjust my settings so that it wouldn't lag out. But it seems like no matter how low I set my settings, the computer I'm recording on is just too weak to play Far Cry 2. It really says something in the game. It's probably the last one out of too weak to play Far Cry 2. Because Far Cry 2 is a rather resource-intensive game, but it's not like Crisis or anything. It's not supposed to be like the most resource-intensive game ever. And here I am driving in a Jeep. There's some cigarettes. I wish I knew what he was saying.
Bloody idiot. Nobody follows the rules anymore.
Sounded like Episoba, but I don't speak African. No, that's a problem.
I told him the plane's gone, but they don't believe me. Everyone thinks the big planes are coming back. Who can say anymore?
Thinks the big planes are coming back? Shame. Darn shame. Crying shame. There is a map listing the way I'm taking. And a pack of cigarettes. And that's me! Or is it? No, I don't think that is me. I think that's another one of the characters. Come on already, let's get over with this. Time to play it. Come on. I know we're going to come up on an outpost soon where he's going to have to offer up cold beer to get us through. That much I remember about Far Cry 2. I take that back. I remember the introduction to Far Cry 2 quite well. I just don't really know anything to count after the introduction. Because I've never even beat the first mission. Difficulty of recording. Perhaps if I turned it down to 30 frames per second it would work better. But I wouldn't want to make you guys sacrifice frames per second just so that it would run. No. I want to provide the best for my fans. Now listen, I don't think Minish Cap is coming back, not for a while at least, because...
Hey, look at this! I see fire! It spreads like a virus type thing. My brother, he's such a beautiful guy.
It's just too difficult to get my save files migrated over to him. And until I can fix my old computer and get it up and running again, I'm sort of stuck as I am.
Yeah, he'll be back.
This is Liberation Radio, speaking the truth for
now we're heading towards the part where he has to turn off the beer.
Your country
He has to turn off the radio.
Where the evil APR scorched. The plague has been our
no, we don't want to get shot at the very beginning of the game.
Is APR. And like any
They're not fans of the DJ. Maybe his music choices. Who knows?
And they're carrying AK-47s. That's never a good sign.
Ngibona boss amusimele checkpoint izolo ne.
Hey, there's some white guys here.
Hayi mina mphumzana.
Mainly they're African
Bengayanga
American.
emsebenzini izolo.
No,
Wena
no,
wasoqamba
African
amanga la
American.
ngiyakwazi. Khuluma
But there's some
iqiniso
white
man.
guys. Mikey's a white guy. Maybe he's Australian.
Where are you headed?
My passenger driving him to the hotel in town.
Mm-hmm. You come from the airport?
Yes, sir. The airport. Gentlemen, you are posted here all day. Ne? On my way back, I grabbed some cold beer. You drink beer, ne?
Yep. Beer. We drink beer. Hurry up then.
Yeah, I think he's
Move along.
Australian.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. See you soon, sir.
That guy's smoking something. Probably weed. God, I wish I had my sniper rifle. Or even a pistol so I could pull it out and shoot these guys in the face. I'm not normally a violent person. When it comes to video games,
Sorry, no offense. But here, these militias, they come into our country, steal everything, and they leave us nothing.
So I'm working on getting a Garage Mod server set up. It's got a dark RP. It'll be called Obelisk Slayer. I just don't know what I'm doing. If anyone does know how to set up a dark RP server and launch it, please tell me in the comments, or link to the website that lets tell me how in the comments, because I'd love to be able to start my own dark RP server. It would be the official hangout for the channel. That's what I should do. I should host a hangout on here in Minecraft. Just a big party where everyone can get together on Minecraft, and we'll play games and have fun, and everyone will remember it for the rest of forever as a wonderful party. No, they'll remember it as the first time ObeliskLPs tried to throw a
It's
party,
okay. They
and
keep
how
to
horrible it
themselves
was.
most of the time.
This is really laggy, but I think it's going to get better once we're through the cutscenes. And once there's not as many people running around. Because you'll notice it's a lot better when there's not like tons and tons of cars. Which is how it is for most of the game. There's not tons and tons of cars. Unless you go into the main cities. The main drag.
Don't let this concern you. Just boys let him off steam, right? You remember how you...
Boys letting off steam, eh? Yeah, that sure looks like boys letting off steam. Yeah, it looks more like people are being arsonists. And I don't approve of Ross. I don't approve of Ross. You know, people seem to think that being a game commentator is the easiest job.
Only food stain.
I don't call it a job, I call it fun. They seem to think
Fools
it's
and cab
easy.
drivers.
Easy and like no problem to do, which isn't exactly true. I've learned from quite a lot of experience that it can be very difficult to record Minecraft, because you're never quite sure what you're supposed to say or what you want to say for that matter. Sometimes you just get stuck, unsure of what to do next. Not to mention the fact that you have to edit your videos, and you have to make sure you upload on a decent basis.
Okay,
There's
sir,
a lot
we're here.
goes into
We
it.
made it alive. Hey, are you okay? You don't look so good. You tired? Long flight?
Yes. It can be rather difficult to come up with things to say when you're recording, as is evidenced by my long silences. If I had Cadno here, everything would be so much easier. When I'm recording with Cadno, we can actually think of things to say and do. And I need to get a capture card. That'd make things a lot more fun to have a capture card, because then I could record all kinds of games. I could record all my N64 games, and I could record my Xbox 360 games, and I could record my PS3 games, and my PS2 games. But I don't have a capture card. If anyone wants to give me the money for a capture card, That would be freaking awesome. You gotta be 18 though, because I don't know if I can take donations from anyone under 18. Which means you gotta be old enough to have a PayPal account. So if you do want to donate some money towards getting me a capture card, PM me, I'll send you my PayPal email. But if you don't want to and you're just trying to troll me, bear in mind, I will release a very mean video where I tell people that you're a mean person.
The country and clear violation of the joint signatories framework. His reputation as a dangerous arms dealer.
God.
It's well deserved.
And this, my boy, is the Jackal. He's pretty badass.
Orders are to terminate. Well, that didn't work out the way they planned. I'm still breathing, and you're the one with malaria. You can tell them you tried, but that means fuck all, doesn't it? You're fired. You know it, and so do I. You had your shot, but now it's over. And since men like you only work for money, you're no longer my problem.
Oh, really, Jackal? No longer your problem.
You'll have to find
I'm
something
here
else
to
to do with
prove
yourself
you
now.
wrong.
What your old clients don't seem to understand is that they can't kill me.
I wonder what the end of this game is like.
Nobody kills me.
Because I know Far Cry 3 is heavily story-driven, and Far Cry 1 is heavily story-driven.
Who dies? Me.
But Far Cry 2 has never really struck me as that story-driven of a game.
You know, there's a book I read
Just
a long
sort of
time
go
ago.
around,
Still
do
think about
missions.
it every day.
That's about all. He
Those
stuck a
things
machete in
don't
my
like
wall,
the
that
book talks about
bastard!
men, but what motivates them? Simple, really.
Bet he's talking about the
A
Bible.
living being seeks above all else to discharge its strength.
Okay, maybe he's not talking about the Bible.
Life itself is will to power. Nothing else matters.
He must be talking about one of those crazy motivational phrases books. That, or he's talking about The Art of War. He seems like the kind who would like The Art of War. I think it's by a guy named Zhang Su. Or Shu Zhang. Shu Zhang sounds too much like Chinese food. Well, get up, dude. Get up. You may have malaria, man, but you still got to fight. I remember watching the popular YouTuber Kutrap playing through Far Cry 2. Let me tell you, he is good. He is very, very good. He managed to beat this game in no time flat. Press and hold right mouse button to aim, and press left mouse button to fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this game again, because it's been a while since I... Oh yeah, I forgot, if I go upstairs, I can... If I go upstairs, I can get M16. So, back upstairs we go. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got to pick up the M16s! I don't just randomly grab them like I would if I were playing... Oh jeez, I'm blanking on what game it is where you sort of pick up weapons by walking over them. Is it Half-Life? I don't remember. Just goes to show you how good my memory is. Apparently, I'm going to need to walk back around and climb back down the stairs. Now, it'd be nice if I could just faint from malaria already and just be done with this part. Because I've already wasted enough time walking around looking for this stupid gun. I've already spent more than enough time looking around for this stupid gun. And now, all I want to do is get on. I gotta stop aiming down the sights. That makes everything lag out like whoa. That or the fact that I'm playing. That or the fact that I'm playing.
Why are we running an empty checkpoint? Right over there. Stop bitching, that's what it is.
Why am I doing this? Why am I finding a place to hide? I can't even escape from the damn city because I have to feign from malaria. There we go. Faded from malaria. All because I survived just a little bit too long. Malaria is bad news, you know. Malaria is very, very bad news. I like the sort of reminds me of some of the better cinematic effects I've seen in games. But then again, I guess it is a cinematic effect, since fade to black is a cinematic thing. It's a cinema thing, you know, like a movie critic would say. The UFLL and the APR. Now I get to grab my guns and get out there for the first time. Which is pretty cool. Where the hell am I? Objective update. Better do some first aid on that. Yeah, I know. Press H. Oh, God. Sticking pliers in a bullet wound? Yeah. Nasty.
I'm Capo and you're a problem. Who are you working with? You got some of my guys killed at the hotel. Did you know that? So now I think you work for me now. Get on out here. Get yourself some gear. We got ammo and meds, weapons, whatever you need.
Where's your machete, man? What kind of a villain, what kind of a tough guy can you say you are without a machete? Am I gonna get the flamethrower? Dude. Where's the table with the weapons? Oh, there it is. Yes, the flamethrower! Woot! I believe you can get a IED in this game. Improvised explosive device. I was afraid for a second that the game had glitched and that I wasn't going to be able to get the weapons. Now that would have been interesting.